Welcome to my new series, Nevin's Spanish Food Trails, and welcome to the beautiful city of Malaga, which is the starting point of my journey around Andalusia. Andalusia is a region in the southwest of Spain, which is bigger than the island of Ireland. So there's a lot of ground to cover in the next 6 programmes. As well as Malaga, I'll be visiting Granada, Córdoba, Seville, Aracena and Cadiz, and plenty more besides. Malaga used to be one of Spain's most important industrial cities, and its harbour was one of the busiest. When industry moved to the north of the country, Malaga became known as the gateway to the Costa del Sol. Now it's become a tourist destination in its own right. The city's cathedral is a major landmark. Building began in 1528 and came to an end nearly 250 years later in 1782. When the money finally ran out, the South Tower was never completed. Only the pillars for the base of the tower were built. The official name of the cathedral is the Holy Church Cathedral of the Incarnation, but everyone refers to it as La Manquita, or the One-Armed Lady. Despite having just one of the 2 planned towers, it's still the city's most prominent building. One of Malaga's most famous sons is Pablo Picasso, and he was born here just behind me in this first-floor apartment. He lived here for 2 years, and then after that, him and his family just moved up the street. There are 3 museums in the world that showcase his work: Paris, Barcelona, and here in Malaga, and it opened up in 2003. Pablo Picasso was born in Malaga in 1881, and although he spent most of his long life in France, the city is understandably keen to make the most of the connection it has with one of the most famous artists of the 20th century. Malaga has spent more than 100 million on the arts in the past decade and has branded itself as a city of museums, with 37 of them in total, including, of course, the Picasso Museum. El Pimpi is a Malagan institution. Locals, celebrities and tourists eat here, and it's a very busy place. During the height of the summer, they do 2,000 people a day, 6 different kitchens, and there are 51 chefs in the kitchen, so it's a busy place. The menu is very interesting. They have lots of tapas, they have Iberico ham, salads, but I'm going to taste the local speciality, something I haven't tried before, and it's called gazpachuelo. This is a local dish that fishermen used to make. Years ago, they used to use leftover pieces of monkfish, and of course monkfish wasn't expensive like it is now, and also some local prawns. So what the chef does with all the monkfish bones and the heads of the prawns, he makes a stock, and that's the base. So there's some water there, some white wine and some vegetables. Then he puts in some peeled potatoes, which he cubes, and when they're cooked, and they can take anything from maybe 8 to 10 minutes until they're just cooked, he adds in the prawns and the monkfish, because they don't take long to cook at all. Now the prawns are deveined and they're also shelled. When the fish is cooked, he takes a saucepan off the heat, and what he does, in a separate bowl, he puts a couple of spoonfuls of mayonnaise. Now this is homemade mayonnaise, which is made with egg yolks, sunflower oil, olive oil, and some salt and some lemon juice. And then he puts some of the stock into it, and he whisks this to get it nice and smooth and velvety. When the stock and the mayonnaise are nice and smooth and velvety, he takes out some of the potatoes and the prawns and the monkfish and puts them in a separate plate or a bowl, and they're ready for serving. It's really, really delicious, so it is, and creamy at the same time. People think, you know, gazpacho cold, this is totally different, so it is. I love the way he's presented it, you know, with the cubes of monkfish, potatoes, so there's texture, there's eating, there's drinking in this, and it's fresh, there's lemon, you can taste that. So it's light, creamy, fresh, really, really good.